If you're lucky enough, or perhaps maybe the correct term is unlucky enough to live north of the Rust Belt like we are here in the good old cheesehead state of Wisconsin, then you probably already know what's coming. Temps are starting to dip, the trees are changing colors, and it's officially heated seat check season. If you don't know what that is, by the way, follow me on Instagram at dusty.co and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out to my boy Ryan, aka D-Max Rhino, for always having my back with a seated heat check, heated seat check. Either way, the weather's getting cooler, and that means that old man winter is just, he's knocking on the door. Soon enough, we're gonna have a foot of snow and we'll be going to work and coming home in the dark. And if you're still with me through all of that, then you know that winter driving is coming, which means that if you're unprepared, then you may just end up going from being on the road looking at the field to being in the field looking on the road. It's just what happens sometimes here. But do they make snow tires for trucks? Do you need snow tires if you have a four-wheel drive? Today, we're going over just what snow tires are and if you really need them with a four-wheel drive pickup truck. As we slide through the intersections and drift around corners like we're Ken Block climbing Pikes Peak over here in that awesome little like slammed super high horsepower truck, I gotta remind you guys that if your tires are looking a little tired, then you can get some new ones over at customoffsets.com. Also, if you haven't already checked it out, we are giving away a SEMA truck, and this is not just any SEMA truck, this is our 2017 Ford F-350 Super Duty on a 12-inch Kelderman lift kit. We're talking gridiron bumpers, Morimoto headlights, custom wrap. There's a whole bunch of other stuff done to it. The suspension's all powder coated. It's freaking wild. You guys can check all of that out. You can pick up a t-shirt, including the OG long logo tee, which I'm wearing right here at customoffsets.com/giveaway. Enough out of me though, let's talk about some tires. Over the last few years, there's been a ton of debate when it comes to snow tires. After all, if you look it up in any Facebook forum, literally anywhere, you're gonna find the snow tire gurus that'll swear that they don't even need four-wheel drive because their snow tires are gonna let them climb straight up the side of Mount Everest. While that may be a stretch of the truth, let's first take a peek here at just what makes a snow tire and what makes it different from a regular tire. So for starters, snow tires are designed for, get this, snow. Fundamentally, these tires are made to perform in cooler, wetter conditions and are engineered with situations with limited traction in mind. These tires are often made of a softer rubber compound that's going to stay flexible and soft even in the most bitter cold northern Canada winters, because I know that it gets like minus 150 billion degrees Fahrenheit up there, meaning that your tire is going to keep grip even if you're dashing through the snow like good old St. Nick. This, coupled with deeper tread lugs and an aggressive side-biting edges, helps keep you moving forward when you need to be moving forward. These tires are more prevalent in cars and lighter SUVs, but there are a handful of tires that are more than capable to handle the fresh powder that the upper Midwest has to offer. Ever since I can remember, there's always been at least one guy in the crowd who has to be right and will tell you that all you need is four-wheel drive. It's usually the guy on the internet. It's like, I don't need no snow tires, I have four-wheel drive and my pickup go brrr. The problem is that it's four-wheel drive, it's not four-wheel stop. And while yes, four-wheel drive helps, it's not gonna solve all your problems. And what that means is that while all four wheels are turning and they're keeping you moving forward, and it's not gonna help you slow down once you're rolling. This can be really bad news bears if you're not maintaining the proper following distances and driving accordingly. Good news here is at least the collision shops will stay busy this time of year. You know, they're gonna get lots of fender benders, they're gonna get lots of trucks that they have to replace the front grills on because you slid through an intersection and just smoked the car, right? So let's say you've made the decision, you're committed, and you have decided you're going to pick up a set of winter tires for your truck. Where the heck do you start? Well, there are some options in the smaller sizes for your truck from more SUV fitments like Michelin's Pilot Sport 4 series or the Firestone Winter Force lineup. If you guys are anything like me, you want big tires. After all, a 265/75/16 is gonna look awful goofy on a 12-inch lifted Super Duty, just like the one you could win plus $20,000 cash at customoffsets.com/giveaway. For those of you who are looking for a larger tire, then let me let you in on a little secret, right? A little insider information that only some of you know. There are tires that are rated by a third party to handle snow in severe weather situations. They're dubbed 3-Peak Mountain Snowflake rated tires. These are going to feature a neat little mountain with, get this, 3 peaks and a snowflake on the sidewall of the tire. This designation tells you that the tire has been tested and met expectations of the Three Peak Mountain Snowflake rating system. Some of the most notable tires in this lineup are going to include some of the heaviest hitters in the all-terrain tire market. They include tires like the Toyo Open Country AT3, the BF Goodrich KO2, which is a tried and proven tire, and of course, the Falken Wild Peak AT3W. But perhaps of all of those tires, my favorite pick for winter and or snow tires on a truck is the one and only Cooper Discoverer AT3 XLT. I may be a little personally biased here because I sent my Duramax through the winter last year on a set of these wrapped around some Anthem wheels, and it looked freaking awesome besides, but these Coopers absolutely destroyed everything I threw at them. We're talking ice, slush, and snow, and deep snow, and wet snow, and all of that good stuff, and they just kept coming back for more. They were definitely a super solid choice, and if you're looking for a snow tire, I would absolutely recommend them to anyone to get you through the winter. What do you guys think though? Do you have a favorite winter tire, or do you just put your truck away for the winter and have a beater? Or better yet, do you just drive it on your show wheels because you're wild? Let us know down in the comment section below, and as always, be sure to like the video, maybe share it with a friend or two, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. With that, I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.